Once upon a time, there was a boy named Show. He had his own armor and his own sword. He was ready to be a knight. Show went to training. His mother said to be careful and not to be stung by bees. His mother was very careful about him. A messenger of King Arthur have said to Show to go to King Arthur and be a knight. Then, saying his last words, the messenger had died. So Show rode his horse to King Arthur's palace. There was a rock which King Arthur drew a sword from to become king. There also was a broken sword which was Arthur's first sword. Arthur said to become a knight and defeat the red and white dragons to save his land. There was his father, Albert, who was an elite knight. Show was interested in Arthur's huge and strong sword. So the two knights rode off to defeat the red and white dragons, not accepting other two dragons to be waiting for them. Suddenly, a blue dragon came out of nowhere. The blue dragon sprayed out water from its mouth, which was strong enough to break down steel or make people fly away. Show was hit by the water and was blown away, leaving Albert by himself. Albert is running away from the blue dragon's water missiles. However, he never expected that one missile would actually hit him. The water missile hit Albert, and Show threw his sword at the dragon, and the dragon blew away. Albert was somehow okay. The sword that Show threw at the dragon came back, and Show caught it with his bare hands. The two knights rode on, not expecting another, not a red and white dragon, will approach. A green dragon appeared. This dragon was able to shoot wood, arrows out of his mouth. Show ducked and wood arrow from the dragon. However, this arrow will hit Albert. The green dragon shot a wood arrow to the black knight, Albert, when Albert was hurt. Albert stood up and used his sword as a bat, and then swinged it as it hit the wood arrow, and it reflected back. Then Show used his sword and swinged it at the wood arrow that was reflected, and it gave more power to it. The green dragon was blown away. They both rode on to meet the last two dragons, their goal, red and white. Finally, the two red and white dragons appeared. The knights drew their swords to face the red and white dragon. The white dragon shot a beam at Albert's sword, and it was stuck on the ground and finished Albert off. Show threw the sword at the white dragon. The sword came back to Show. The red dragon was able to shoot fire. Show's sword blew away and landed on the trees. When the dragon glared, it revived another dragon. When the dragon glared, it revived another dragon. When the dragon glared, it revived another dragon. The white, the green, the blue dragons started to combine. When the red dragon combined also, they became the ultimate four dragon. This dragon shot fire, beam, water, wood arrows at Show because Show was the one who defeated them. Show have ducked most of the attacks except 2 beam shots. Show landed on the trees and drew his sword and threw it at the ultimate four dragon. Now there was only the red dragon left. Go, Show, and defeat the dragon and receive the gold from King Arthur. Show's sword came back from midair, but was burned from the red dragon and was totally broken. Show took the sword from the ground of Albert's, which Albert had trouble taking out, and ran to the dragon. The 2 knights rode back to Arthur's courts. 22 years later, Show invented a new type of armor. However, it was too heavy and too big for a regular person to wear. Show received gold from